how far did I get? How much did I get done? I hope he jumps up on that counter. It's so funny watching the cats jump on this counter because the only way they can get up there is from a slight distance. And every time they jump, they go sliding across. They're like, ugh. It's hilarious. Alright, so I kind of have a mental list going of everything I need to wrap up, pack up, clean up before I go to the campground. I got my solar generator charging. It's almost fully charged. I got my phone charging. I'm charging all my lights. You have to forgive my voice today. I have so much sawdust in my sinuses right now. It's pretty insane. All right. So I finished this up. This was the idea I was talking about. I got these really pretty garden stakes for $1 at the dollar store. See, they're really pretty. So I just cut them and screwed them to the tops of these drawers because the drawers were too short. And then also yesterday I finished this part. No handles. I put these pieces on. These are also those garden stakes. See? The wood's really pretty. See how it's joined? I still have to sand. I countersunk my screws. I gotta sand that. I've saved quite a few projects that I can do without power tools for when I get to the campground. So those drawers, I think, are done. Just need to put handles on. Let me unplug this. Oh my gosh. What else did I do? Oh, I added this. Hey, sweetheart. I got a new trash can. A skinny one that actually fits in here. I added this little step. It's not done. But yeah, this was just white metal here. And then this ugly black plastic. So I cut out this wood and glued it on, which I think looks a lot nicer now. And then I made this little step to go here. I think I'm going to paint it black to match this, or gray, or whatever color you want to call that. I think that looks a lot nicer, and it makes it more even. Okay, so I took the door out because it wasn't seated perfectly in this jamb, because this whole area up front here is slightly bowed in the middle. So I got out the sander and I sanded knocked it down. I knocked it down probably a little over 1/8 of an inch. And I put the door back in last night and I think it's okay now. But then I also noticed up here at the top, you can kind of see it right here. This is also bowed a little bit. So the jamb isn't perfectly straight and true. This had a slight bow in the center, in the middle. This has a slight uneven part over on this side, so that when I put the door in, it was touching here, and it was touching here, and I wasn't able to keep it as straight as I would like, so I took it out. Alright, let me wrap this up. What else is going on in here? I made some screens for these back windows. I have a screen for this window. It's really flimsy. This is what came with the window. There was one of those on this side, but the dog ripped it out. You can see here what's left of it. So I made some heavy duty screens to go over these windows, and I'm going to have magnets on them, and they'll attach like that. Here's what the medicine cabinet looks like so far. I have it completely built and installed. So it's inset about 4 inches. I used 1x4s. And then on the outside, I used 1x2s. So this is pine, knotty pine. Really pretty knotty pine, actually. Very pretty knotty pine. Really nice. And then on the exterior, I put cedar. So now I just have to make a door for it. And all my shampoo, lotion, everything, Tylenol, everything fits in here. All right, let me show you the other thing. I polyurethane the door. I guess I could show you what that looks like if I pull this up real quick. Anyway, it's polyurethane. These are the screens I made for the windows. I made these using cedar. So this is a really nice quality screen I bought. It's reinforced with this really nice material. I never did use it, so I cut it up and made these screens out of it. So what I did is, just again with the cedar, a lot of cedar. Oh, come on. This is going to be for trim in the van. All this cedar right here. So on this side, I got this really nice screen. It's reinforced, so I'm hoping the dog and cats won't rip it up. And then on the other side, I put chicken wire. I threw them together. I cut the boards, sanded them super quick, screwed them together. And then I cut this out, stapled it, got out the chicken wire, cut it out, stapled. I just did it super fast. I didn't really do a very neat job. But if you can visualize these in those windows on each side, the head of the bed and the foot of the bed. And then my whole idea is, oh, this is going to be hard with this chicken wire on here. I should probably think about that. Anyway, actually, is this metal? Let me go get a magnet. So let's see if this is a magnet. Ooh, seems to be not magnet, but metal. This seems to be metal. So I bought really strong magnets, and the whole idea is that inside my window boxes, I'll put a magnet at each corner, and then I was just gonna put big screw heads in here, you know, and then these can snap into place so that the dog and cats can't get out of the back windows because the chicken wire screen. And of course, then I have the chicken wire on the door. This is my attempt to keep them inside and keep them from damaging my screens. Thanks for following along, and I will talk to you later.